Pre-2001, before George W. Bush attacked Iraq and Afghanistan, 67 to 70% Arab voted Republicans.
I
Go
had never heard that before.
look it up.
Anyway,
Everything I tell you is fact. I will never come to your program and lie to you. I want you to take that, to the bank because I want to come back again. You don't want to lie to come here and just. I'm not a propagandist. I will tell you
last
facts.
last quick super from speaking of the blacks, Gregatron says with the super chat, you guys working on Juneteenth? If so, I might have to call in. Is Big Bump coming? You ever seen Big Bump on my show?
No.
The black dude is in studio. I think he wears a baseball cap as well.
Oh my God, he's like me. Huh?
Yeah, he's very good guest. I
I
don't
wear
think
these
Big
hats to
Bump
make
is
me
gonna
look
make
young.
it.
That's it.
He may or may not make it. It's to be announced, to be arranged. I kind of doubt it,
I
but
think
it's
Juneteenth is
possible.
a
But yes,
stupid
we are
holiday.
working. We are, of course, working on Juneteenth.
It's
Yeah, I
a
agree.
stupid holiday. Yeah, what
It
the hell?
totally is. It's
Oh,
a
because
fake
they
holiday.
found out in Texas. So what? That's
Yep.
it's over. We left that time. Now they know
Exactly.
good. Leave it alone. What do you need these holidays for? Black months for what? We have Arab month is April. We don't need no months. We don't need anything because when you make these things, you're dividing the people. You make
I only have about 50 minutes left with you, and I haven't gotten to a single call. So let's get to some calls
Let's go.
this
Let's
hour
go.
here.
Okay.
It is 1-888-775-3773. KT out of Washington, D.C. is on the line here. KT, thanks for calling and holding, man. You're live with Third Rail with Omar. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, Hake? What's going on, Omar? You
What's up?
guys, Hake, I love you guys, but man, your take on this whole thing, on this Israel and Iran war, is just you sound like a boomer, Hake.
I am a boomer.
You could definitely pass for a boomer, Hake, because I mean, same as Jesse. Jesse can't even come out and say this is good or bad. He says, "Oh, I'm not for it," or "I'm not against it."
You're
Like,
scared. It's
come on,
the Jewish
guys.
lobby.
Can we able to discern and see what evil is, and the fact that Israel is coming out starting wars,
Right.
going out and bombing Iran unprovoked,
Right.
right?
You're right.
And
I don't know if that's right or wrong, that it's
No,
unprovoked.
he's right. Iran did not do anything. Iran was
It is
negotiating.
unprovoked.
He's right.
How do you know it's unprovoked if they're
Because
funding all these guys?
Hey, they were negotiating in good faith with the United States. They were supposed to meet on a Sunday with the United States. They were negotiating.
I don't know about that. Maybe, maybe not. But you're saying it's
Hey, man,
unprovoked.
I'm your friend. You don't believe me.
When
What kind of friendship we gonna have, me and you, if you don't believe your friend, huh?
And
don't use
Omar,
that. No. Hold on. Let me answer to this, because you're claiming that it's unprovoked. Did Iran fund Hezbollah and the Houthis and Hamas? Are they funding them?
Israel funded
Yes.
ISIS.
Is that provocative?
Israel funded ISIS.
Okay, well, hey, let's go back to the beginning.
Is that provocative?
Sure, I'll give you that. It is provocative.
So it's a little bit they are a little bit provoked.
And let's go back to the beginning.
All right.
Israel, the reason why Israel is big, no one loves Israel, or everyone hates Israel around that region. Why? Because you have people there, settlers, who are not even indigenous to that land, went in and stole that land, killed people to take that land, right?
Absolutely.
And now because the Bible said, whatever Bible said, God gave them that land. That is all a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
They went and stole that land, killed native Palestinians to take that land. And what do you expect, Hake? You're going to expect people to fight back, and that's why people people hate Israel around that area.
So everybody has a reason. Everybody has a reason that they think is justified for hating
in the West Bank
Israel.
right now. In the West Bank, they're burning towns right now. They're still
Israel
doing
is
it
a
right
bully.
now. Okay.
Yes, Israel is the bully. Israel are evil. Israel, they're land thieves, and they do not belong in that land.
But they're there, and so now you have to deal with them.
Only there because of
You know,
America.
those were a bunch of Russians and Germans that came from Europe, claiming that land was their land based off the Bible. God gave that land. A bunch of crap.
Okay, but you're just spouting off a whole bunch of like
They still do it
anger
right now in the West Bank. It's
No,
not Gaza.
I'm not. Hey, why do you like using that route, anger? Not everyone's angry, Hake.
You just justified their hatred, did you not?
I'm not no. I'm not justifying people's hate rate. Hey, I'm just going back, showing you what I'm trying to kind of lay the land here, guys. Why do people hate Israel?
What do you want Israel to do? To give up that land back and go back and go? Do you want Israel to go give up that land and go back to Russia?
That's it. Just stop taking more land.
They need to, yes, go back where they came from. They're not even indigenous to that land.
Do you realize that that's an unreasonable request?
How's that? You know what an unreasonable request is?
Right.
Is going and killing native Palestinians, taking their home.
That's all in the past, right?
No,
it's in the past, but they're still doing it today.
Yeah,
right.
And you have this imbecile in office, Trump, who I regret voting for. I totally regret voting for this imbecile. He comes in and says, "I'm the president of peace. I'm the president of peace. I'm not going to start any wars." He ridiculed Obama for not negotiating supposedly trying to start wars with Iran. And I give credit to Obama for that. No matter how much I dislike Obama, I give him credit for the Iran deal he did. Yes, he gave them pallets of cash. Yes, the people go crazy about that.
But what was good about that deal?
Stay money.
That deal stopped Iran from possibly enriching their uranium.
Absolutely.
Did it?
Yes.
And it opened up their country to economic, and they cut off all their sanctions, and yeah, I personally I thought that was a good deal, right?
Did you know? Do you really know about that deal?
Everybody's saying that they didn't reach nothing.
What do you mean? Do I know about that deal? What I know is Iran stopped enriching their uranium as soon as that deal was signed.
I don't trust anything Obama does. I don't know about that deal. I don't know about the Iran nuclear deal. I personally liked that Trump abandoned that nuclear deal just because I don't like or trust Obama.
That's why we have a war right now, because he abandoned
that nuclear deal because he's beholden to the Zionists. That's why. And Hank, this war has been planned for years. We'll be dumb to think that this was off the whim and Israel has just acted on their own. No, America has been complicit for years. They've been planning this war for years.
But you haven't named one thing that Trump has done wrong, indisputably wrong.
We have a war.
Because my whole take is that Israel is trying to force everybody's hand, and because they have a problem with Iran. And so they're trying to deal with their problem. And Trump is trying to rein the situation in.
No, Trump is complicit. Trump's been planning
complicit in what? What's he doing? You haven't told me anything wrong that he did. Because when it was Obama, I didn't know one person who liked the Iran nuclear deal. I didn't really know the Jew haters at that time, really, but nobody really liked the Iran nuclear deal from the right that I knew.
The Zionists, those are ones who didn't like.
I'm not a neocon or Zionist, I didn't like or trust anything that Obama did.
You sound like a neocon. I didn't trust that thing.
I don't even know what a neocon is, really.
War.
Well, you want to go and bomb Iran? You support Israel bombing Iran?
I never said I supported bombing Iran. You're just making up stuff about me.
Support Israel bombing Iran?
Israel can do what it wants. I don't care about what
Israel would not be able to do anything without
support
the United
Israel
States.
bombing Iran.
Not necessarily. I don't know. Not necessarily. They're going to do what they want to do. You asked me, you claiming that Trump is,
do you know right now?
but you haven't really seen Trump do anything.
Right now,
You're getting
Germany.
way, like, this is what you guys did with Syria too, because Trump did a little bombing of Syria. It killed some people. I don't like that it's killed people, but he bombed Syria, but he didn't get any further into the conflict. And everybody was freaking out. People were quitting on Jesse just because
Trump was the so-called president of peace, and this is what
nothing more happened with Syria, right?